Okay.
Yeah.
What's poppin', people? How you doing? We see you rushing in the chat. Macy says, high above the clouds on an airplane, listening to you guys. 85 days until kickoff. Wow.
Say less, man.
Where are you headed to, Macy? That's what I want to know. What's up, guys? Welcome in. Hopefully you're having a great day. Do us a favor, drop a like on your way in to help the channel. What's up, Sammy? What's good? What's up, Angel? Welcome in. How you doing? We've got the Redraft channel, who this is the first week we have started to do multiple mock drafts live streams on the channel.
That's right.
So a lot of you guys would know us from the Dynasty channel. If you have yet to subscribe over here, go ahead and do so. We see you, Spencer. What's up in the chat? We will be doing a mock draft today. So if people want to join, how can they go about doing so, Badaki?
Yeah, guys, all you have to do is join our Discord. That link should be in the description. The link will be in the chat. Really simple. Join our Discord. Go to the Fantasyland tab with the orange footballs. Then go to content releases. That's exactly where I'll be posting a link for every single mock draft, whether it's on our Redraft channel or on our Dynasty channel. Every single mock draft moving forward will be in that tab. So once again, join our Discord. Go to Fantasyland tab with the orange footballs. Then go to content releases, and that's exactly where I'll be posting the link to this mock draft. It is first come, first serve. And I am actually going to be sending that link out now. So what you should do is definitely join that.
Yep, this is, when you join, this is what you'll see, guys, just under the Fantasyland tab, right where content releases are. But yeah, we'll go ahead and join. Man, I don't really know. Someone say a number in the chat. The first number that someone says, that's where I'll draft from. I have no idea.
Last time I did 12 from this last week, if I'm not mistaken. I did 7.
Sam said 7. I almost started the draft. Okay, go ahead and send that out.
All right, I'll send the link out here. Let's see if everyone joins. I'm not gonna add everyone. Normally we have enough people to kind of join.
The first one for sure, yeah. Macy says, headed back home from Denver, was at a work conference. Love that for you, man.
That's awesome.
Sam says, learning about redraft today before having to begin work at 5 a.m. Wait, 5 a.m.? Where are you at, Sam? Wait, what do you mean by that?
I'm assuming,
yeah,
learning about redraft today before I have work at 5 a.m. Like tomorrow. Yes, 5 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. Okay.
That's how I'm reading.
I was like, wait, where in the world is it like 3 a.m. or something and you've woken up early? What's up, Francisco? Thanks for joining us, Josh and M. Okay, guys. So
3 more spots.
3 more spots. So definitely you have a chance to get into today's mock draft. If you want to do so, of course, join the Discord. Sam says, I'm going to sleep first, then work. Yeah. I figured maybe there was some sort of order there that was going
yeah.
on. Okay, so this is a 1 quarterback redraft mock PPR, no tight end premium. So let's go ahead and get this thing started, y'all.
Here we go. Let's see how we go. I feel really confident now with where we're at in my rankings and what I've created so far and early in the off season. And the more that we continue to go on, the more I feel comfortable. I think I feel comfortable with the first 3 rounds right now. I think where I'm still struggling, I would say, is probably round 4, 5, 6. Still trying to get that second half of my rankings really solidified.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. First,
feeling a lot
yeah,
better.
I would say like the first 3 rounds or so feel great. And like for
Yeah.
me, I feel like it's an auto draft if Kelsey's there at the 1-7.
Yeah.
Let me just double check if I'm not missing anything. But yeah, Eckler and CMC are gone. All those wide receivers that I love are gone. It's a no-brainer for Kelsey here, in my opinion, at the 1-7. What's up, Styles? Welcome in, my man.
How we feeling?
Then we see Jonathan Taylor at the 1-8, and now Jenner is on the clock. Saquon Barkley at the 1-9. So
Bijan
we have
Robinson.
more running backs and wide receivers for the first time in a mock draft this offseason.
Yeah,
Let's see if that changes with Badaki. I think you do go wide receiver heavy.
I do. And I'm going to take CeeDee Lamb here.
CeeDee Lamb is a pick. And Penny Feather goes Diggs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the wide receivers still have it in the first round. Which,
They do still have it.
thanks for the sub, Ruben.
Huge love, man. Thank you. I'm going to go with my RB3 still currently right now. That's Derrick Henry. That feels really comfortable there. Starting CeeDee Lamb, Derrick Henry. Yeah, I just really feel really comfortable taking him right there. I think I could have definitely got another route with some other wide receivers, but my RB3 falling to me at the 2-2 feels comfortable.
Yeah. Okay, so Adams at the 2-3. Now Jenner goes Garrett Wilson.
Definitely somebody I was considering there. One of the guys, I would say, if Henry was off the board. There's still one more guy out there.
I was gonna say, did AJ Brown go? So Diggs goes at the 1-12. There's been some controversy around Diggs.
Yeah. I mean,
so far, which is,
not showing up to minicamp. To be fair, the minicamp for some of these teams is only 3 days. It's not that big of a deal, especially for someone like Stephon Diggs.
yeah.
I would say the same thing for someone like Saquon. I know there's a lot of contract talk. Hopefully he gets that signed, but I think if we see some of these veterans not show up, and that can be anyone. That can be Devontae Adams, that can be Tyreek Hill, Austin Eckler, any one of those guys. I'm not worried until actual camp.
Right.
And if they're still not showing up, then we can have a different conversation. That's how I feel, though.
Yeah, I would just say in general, most knick-knack injuries or people not reporting, like at this point, it's mostly overblown. One of the reasons I really dislike Twitter as a whole is just because of the overreaction that is consistently on that app. Like, for instance, when James Robinson was cut, right? When James Robinson was cut from New England, all I saw on my Twitter feed was people victory lapping Ramondre Stevenson, saying, I told everyone that James Robinson wasn't going to be a problem. In my mind, I'm like, I'm sorry. I haven't heard a single soul talk about James Robinson this entire offseason. Like, show me the people who said that James Robinson was a serious threat to Ramondre. Where are they? Like, Twitter just, anything, they will just kind of like, yeah, this is my victory lap. Like, but who was saying that, bro? Okay, who was telling you that, you know, Ramondre was in trouble because of James Robinson. James Robinson couldn't even beat out Zonovan Knight last year. Who really thought that? You know, it's just like, I don't know. Twitter just irks me sometimes, man.
No,
it's just
I hear you.
like, what are we even talking about?
I definitely hear you, but hey, they like to take the victory laps. They like to say they said it, but it's okay. I mean, it's classic Twitter.
It is what it is.
Twitter.
Hey, shout out to the 30+ people watching the stream. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Do us a favor. Go ahead and drop a like. Just such an easy way to support the show. Every time you drop a like, it just helps grow the channel. So, and we do have a like goal today of 50 likes. So if we hit that like goal, then we will pop off a second mock draft. So thanks for hanging out with us today. There goes Ramondre, speaking of the devil. And Najee Harris.
Off the board there. 9 on the clock. Travis Kelce, Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Another guy I was contemplating there. What are you thinking?
Let me look at my rankings. I mean, T. Higgins there is very, very hard to pass up.
T. Higgins.
Do I want to try and get running backs later on? Okay. Let's go T. I just don't think I can pass on him at the 3-7.
No, that's fair. That's fair. It's hard to pass up on T right there for sure.
Yeah. If Diggs misses more time, it becomes an issue. Anyone in wide receiver market, you see Buffalo signing for insurance? DeAndre Hopkins. Outside of that, there's no one that can really play that role.
Who is available in the wide receiver market that could potentially play a role? Probably no one outside of DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Josh says, I thought Diggs skipped out on mandatory camp and Saquon isn't even under contract. He didn't sign the tag.
Yeah.
Yep. Sam, yeah, there's good and bad parts of Twitter. For whatever reason, my feed typically just shows me the nonsense. Diggs showed he was unhappy. Yeah, they definitely need to figure that out. But again, I think they'll figure it out. Like it's June at the moment, you know. Stylus says, I just saw some people on Twitter victory lapping Amon-Ra St. Brown just because they tweeted back in 2021. I like him as a prospect. Right, yeah. That's what we call a volume victory lap. You just tweet out a bunch of players that you like, delete the ones that don't work out, and then, hey, look at that. Sean says, need you guys to do a startup with the other creators on Flock Fantasy and stream it. We've definitely thought about it. Definitely could be a possibility. What's up, Spence? What's up, Brandon? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's just tough because of time difference. You know, like when we're live streaming, some of those guys already stream, you know, once or twice throughout the day already. Man, I don't know who to pick here.
Yeah, we're like 15 hours ahead. So yeah, it does make it a little difficult at times, but we're definitely going to give it our best shot to link up. Any suggestions why my Discord did not receive a link? Something I have to do? Just make sure you're in the right Discord.
Yeah.
There's no way that you don't see that link if you're in that Discord, I guess. Like I said, I'll put the Discord. At least I'm not aware of a way where you won't be able to see the link. I'll put the Discord in there. But yeah, when it's under the Fantasyland tab and content releases. So, right here, open the Fantasyland tab. There's announcements. Right under that is content releases. Everyone should be able to see it. That's right there. I don't know. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown. Yeah, true. Imagine Antonio Brown comes back. Dang. Keenan keeps falling to me. I thought he might fall again, but there he goes at the 4-2. Lamar Jackson at the 4-3. I was really hoping to grab me some Keenan. Amari Cooper off the board. That's a good pick. Damn it. Okay, what are my options at the moment? We've got... Okay.
That's what I said, There's got some people here for sure. I
still have some good options, yeah. At wide receiver...
Too many options. Yeah, Brandon Keenan definitely crushed mine as well. I mean, he was like my top 7 wide receiver last year. Drafted him in the early second round, or mid to early second round, I would say. Killed me. Russian. Yeah, we have our old Discord, which is the Fantasyland one, but we always post it in the Flock Discord, always. So if you don't know, that's the new Discord that's in the chat already or in the link in the description. The only time we post a link in the old Discord is just to say, hey, we released a video. You know, like, hey, we're going live on YouTube right now. That's the only time we post that link in the other one. And if this mock draft took a long time to fill, was going to take a long time to fill, we would post it in the other one. But, you know, we're going to stop doing that now.
DeAndre Hopkins at the 4-7. No idea where he goes, but man, I just don't see the Titans being the place he goes. I know it sounds cool, and they had this whole, you know, recruiting process, but I just don't see that happening personally.
I felt like
all the things that he said that he wanted, Tennessee does not have. A team that's competing, that has elite quarterback play. You know, like the things that he wants out of his next team that he stated in an interview, the Titans do not have that.
Well, the teams that he visited, I think both Patriots and the Titans don't have that.
Yeah,
but I think maybe it's difficult. But I mean, we thought the same thing at the time with Julio. I wasn't expecting the Titans to pick up Julio at the time. I know he had AJ Brown, and that was a big push. Just wasn't not expecting that move there. But hey,
yeah,
they might have something out there.
Maybe.
Who cares about Keenan Allen? It's Johnson season. Talk it up. And Dynasty for sure. Redraft, I think Keenan can still do. I think Johnson probably takes over from Mike maybe in the second half of the season. But I think they're going to run 3 wide receivers, no doubt about it.
Yeah. I still think Keenan's wide receiver 1 this year, but definitely this time next year. Hollywood Brown at the 4-8. Look, I like Hollywood Brown, but I think it's too early. It's too rich for me with Hollywood there. I'm curious if Marshall in the chat might just tell us why he, you know, maybe he has more confidence than the average person, and there's a reason for it. As much as I love Hollywood, he's one of those players I want to fall to me in like the 6th, 7th round of a redraft draft. I don't want to rely on him as like one of those top 4 picks. I think Terry's definitely a better pick. Same with Watson, Judy. I mean, Attack of the Titans just building an absolute
straight wide receivers there.
Wide receiver.
I mean, to be fair, 2 wide receivers, 3 flex right there.
Yeah, you can start 5.
You can start 5, and that's exactly as Jefferson, Olave, Smith, Watson, Judy. It's a nice little stack there. Let's see what type of running backs he's going to be able to get, though.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I like Hollywood. I've brought him as a buy on our Dynasty channel in a Dynasty format, but I think it's too high. It's too rich at the moment. No worries, you're good. Would you guys rather have A-Chain or Kendre? Honestly, they're back-to-back in my rankings.
Yeah.
I would say in redraft, I'd probably prefer Devon A-Chain.
Devon. Yeah, in redraft, it would definitely be Devon, Devin. And in Dynasty perspective, for me, it would be Kendre. Still don't love both of those guys, but yeah, that's what I would lean. So DJ Moore, Joe Mixon, Chris Godwin, Drake London. I was contemplating someone like a Joe at the 4-2, but knowing that I already had 2 running backs.
Joe's a great pick at the 5-3.
Yeah,
I mean, I just
really
feel like
good.
if they were going to cut him, they would have done it at this point. He's probably the starting running back of one of the best offenses in the NFL, and you got him at an incredible discount there.
Agreed.
Damn it!
Unlucky.
That's who I was hoping for.
Get your jolts on that cold.
I'm
interested
Did Dobbins go already?
Yeah, I took Dobbins at the 311.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm interested to see who you would go here if it is a running back.
No, I think running back isn't the answer anymore. Oddly
Okay.
enough, I think maybe quarterback is the best value on the board. Let me see what wide receivers are looking like with my tiers. Is DJ Moore gone? Yeah, he's gone.
Mm-hmm. 9, 8,
I think
7.
I'll go Brandon Ayuk there.
Okay.
Man, Miles Sanders was going to be perfect. Oh, that was lining up beautifully, and then you just had to kill me, Sammy. Russian says need 50 likes. Yep, that's true. If you guys have yet to drop a like, do us a favor, go ahead and do so. If we hit 50 likes, which we're halfway there already, then we will pop off a second mock draft. So do us a favor, go ahead and drop a like, support the stream, and help us reach that like goal. Finally, my boy Terry Brandon says, yeah, Hollywood was so good before that injury. And then obviously with Kyler getting injured, coming back from that injury was rough for him. Are you guys in yardage bonus leagues? No, not personally. No. Mixon is great value, Corey. You're not wrong. Sammy, you're all good. Sam says, I feel like A-Chain and Kindre and Roscoe are so interchangeable. Yeah, I think in redraft, I do lean Devon A-Chain. And then for me, as much as I love Roscoe, I do think that A-Chain and Kindre are in a separate tier for me in Dynasty, but Roscoe is very close behind. Yeah, very, very close behind. So, Penny Feather on the clock here. How do you get Ayuk 2 full rounds after Debo? Yeah, I felt like it was good value.
Yeah.
You know, Debo, and even in a points per game basis, they finished eerily similarly last year, if not, I think, the same. Obviously, Brandon Ayuk was the one who was healthy, so he finished as the wide receiver 15 on the year. But even if you look at a points per game basis, Debo scored 13 points per game, and Brandon Ayuk had more at 13.4. So really, I know that Debo was injured, but even on a per game basis, Ayuk was the better fantasy play last year, which is crazy to say, but it's just true.
Dang, man, I wanted Kirk there. This is where it's a bit tough because I feel like it's early for some of these people, but still on the edging here.
Yikes. Report out of NFL.com. Clyde Edwards-Helaire was never down and out during injury-plagued 2020 season. What does that even mean?
Meaning that they didn't run with Clyde, it seems like.
I don't know. That seems so
I saw that.
broad.
I saw it. Just it's an article. I just didn't read it. I got the notification as well.
Yeah. Damn it! Just getting freaking banged from both sides.
Whoa.
Pause. Actually,
Pause.
There's still a very good pick on the board in my opinion. Hey, at this point in Dynasty, I have tweeted out about this. I don't think that anyone's sending a first round pick for this player, but at this point in a redraft league, I can get him as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 5, 6. As the RB23, he's my RB21 in redraft. We'll take Alexander Mattison here at the 6-6. If you look at splits without Dalvin Cook, since Alexander Mattison entered the league, Alexander Mattison is averaging over 20 PPR points per game without Dalvin Cook on the team. And this is one of those teams who the defense is awful. I talk about this a lot, but Minnesota is a fantasy factory. The defense is terrible, and a lot of people overlook that. The only team that gave up more yards per game last year was the Detroit Lions, and it was very close between them and the Vikings for dead last. The Vikings just lost their best interior defensive lineman in Dalvin Tomlinson. And, you know, I just think that is going to be a fantasy factory. They're going to be having to score a ton of points to win games, and Madison's going to be an important part of that, in my opinion. So at that point, I think it's great value. We see Goddard at the 6'11", Fields at the 6'8". I thought that was a very good pick as well. Dalvin Cook at the 7'1". It's risky, man. It's risky because we have no idea where he's going, but
I'm okay with it. I mean, if he goes to Miami, if he goes to what was the other teams, the Jets, I think you can definitely see. I think the Jets I don't love, but Miami for sure I do love.
Yeah. Really hoping for a Debo bounce back. Brandon says it can happen for sure.
Yeah.
Feels like Clyde gets cut by week 1. Let's see. Sam, you're not wrong. He always gets snipes just barely before me. RB23 in redraft. Kevin O'Connell is a new Rob Deerdeck. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Kevin O'Connell and what he's done there in Minnesota. I heard New England rumor for Cook. Oof.
Oh boy.
That would suck.
That would suck for Mondre, yeah.
I don't really have many shares of Stevenson, but that would definitely suck. Like that would absolutely impact him. And obviously you'd have to change your ranking significantly in redraft. Dalvin Cook to Denver. I have heard every report I've seen is that they're not interested. Let me know if there's a different report out there. Link it in the chat or something. But the reports I've seen is that they're not interested. Have you heard anything?
No, I haven't heard anything. The only ones I've heard is Miami, still strong. Still hasn't visited or anything. Maybe there has been contact with them, but I just haven't heard anything outside of Miami. At least a strong rumor.
Right. Yeah, I haven't heard much heat on that, so that's interesting. I'll go Jason here. Ooh, I like this team. We're putting something together, baby. Dalvin to Detroit or Seattle. Oh my God, could you imagine? That would
suck.
That would be worst
good.
Case scenario.
Mean, it's definitely an option for some. I mean, I have no idea, but there's so many teams. I mean, I feel like the Eagles can still pick him up. I know they got Swift. I feel like the Eagles. I feel like it can be. Okay, perfect. I'll take Darren Waller here. There's just so many teams. I mean, so many teams that can still go get him.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see where he goes. But I mean, he can even go to like the Rams.
Yeah.
I see a team like that. Which will suck. But hey.
Styles says Denver was trying to trade him before he got cut.
Yeah, Dallas makes sense.
Dallas could definitely make sense. From everything I've heard around Kamara, Brandon, is that it's what he did within the rules of the NFLPA, it is a violation. So they're in the courts right now trying to figure it out. But from my understanding, which could be wrong, is it's a locked and loaded 6-game suspension.
Yeah. I just wonder when the suspension is actually going to happen. Because I feel like if it's not done, I would say
they're still in a legal battle is the reason why.
Yeah. David Montgomery. Okay.
It's a good pick.
I know this guy has not come back to me, so I'm doing it now. Yeah, makes sense. I would say this, and I think there's still a window where he can get suspended, but I think week 1 of preseason, if Alvin Kamara is not suspended, then I think there can be more. I think the chances of him playing is significantly higher. And maybe that's an obvious thing, but if it's not done before then then I don't see when he's gonna get suspended. But it still couldn't happen after that. So
yeah,
it is just a matter of when, Joshua. So let's see. Corey, we do have Twitter. Zach's on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. Zach can probably send you that.
Follow me here if you want. And then let's try. I don't know why every time. Let's see. And then you can. I mean, what the heck, dude? Why is it so difficult to find you?
I have no idea. No idea, but hey. Let me see if
There's Badaki's Twitter. Do not know why that's the case, but okay. So Johnston goes. Looks like I might have waited on running back a little bit too late in this one. I was really hoping Monty was gonna fall. Well, the answer is not just selecting a running back because I need one if there's no value. So why don't we grab a little upside here with Zay Flowers?
Give it to Zaza. With you just fine.
Elon gotta fix that. I can't find people on Twitter sometimes too. Yeah, so weird. I really don't like the whole like pay to get interaction type nonsense. Like I'm not a fan of it. But hey, shout out to the 44 people watching the stream, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you want to see another mock draft, maybe we'll do a super flex next. Help us get to our like goal of 50. We're 11 likes away. So if you have yet to hit that like button, be a friend and go ahead and do so. Just supports the channel, helps the channel grow, helps us reach more people when you do hit that like button. But if we get to that 50 mark, we will pop off another mock with you guys, and you'll have a chance to join us. As we see James Cook and Gabe Davis off the board. And let's see what Chase is going to do. He's got CMC and Brees, Pat Mahomes, Terry, DJ, Addison, Goddard. Yeah, I definitely was considering Gibson. I just didn't think anyone would really be interested in these running backs. So I'm more interested to see like what will come back to me, but I guess I took too much of a risk waiting for him to fall. P. Ryan was one of those names I was hoping might fall back to me. I think that's a great pick at the 8-11. I think he'll be very important to that team. There goes Penny off the board, who I also like. And T-Gut is on the clock.
Quick little runs of running backs here. Penny, Dylan, Samaje, and then Jamal. Jameson, excuse me. Not Jamal. Jameson Williams going in the 9-4. I'm supposed to be loved. OBJ, David Njoku. Now you're on the clock here.
Yep, we're on the clock. Man, really don't love the options presented. You know what? I'll grab Dak Prescott here.
Okay.
Get my quarterback in the 9th round. A little Dak action. And, yeah, just don't want to force a pick there.
Yeah, fair.
Dalton Schultz off the board at the 9-8. Gator says, thoughts on my teams? Yeah, I mean, I think you've done well. I just prefer personally, more wide receiver strength. But Aaron Jones catches passes. James Conner does as well. I don't know. I just prefer to build my teams a little bit differently. built around the wide receivers. Maybe I feel like if you get Jonathan Taylor in the first, that's the perfect anchor running back, then to go hard on wide receivers. Like if it was Jonathan Taylor and James Conner, and we also had, let's say, Calvin Ridley, Deontay Johnson, I just would feel slightly better about that. But yeah, it's a good team attack. Yeah, I think you've done well. Like I said earlier, Dalvin Cook probably wouldn't have been my choice at the 7-1. But that just is because I'm unsure of where he's going to go. When we find out, it'll be easier to make a call on him. How do y'all feel about the report coming out that Rashad Bateman got a cortisone shot? Yeah, and we said this at the beginning of the stream, to me, it's just too early to really be panicking about anything. Like, there's not really a report out there at the moment. Unless someone tears an ACL or an Achilles or, a season-ending injury, I just don't think there's any reason to be super concerned about any knick-knack injury at this very moment here in June.
Agreed. As we get closer to the season and it still hasn't worked out, then I think that's a big problem. I'll take Brian Robinson here.
Yeah.
Down.
Shout out to the 46 people watching. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. And drop a like if you have yet to do so. Simple way to support the show. As we see Alan Lazard off the board. Geno Smith off the board. I like that.
Here we go.
Jenner. Love the confidence there. And we're going to grab a little Devon A-Chain here. I like that.
Little Devon.
that works out well. That feels better getting Devon in the 10th than in the 9th. Devon was who I was looking at. So to get Dak in the 9th and then get Devon in the 10th, feel a little bit better about that.
Yeah, fair.
Brandon, yeah, we actually talk about this on a video that's going to release tomorrow morning for you guys on this channel. We go in depth on Breece, but I hear you, man. There's some serious concerns. I would suggest watching that video, the ranking video, where we break it down, because I have my concerns too.
Yeah. So hopefully that gives you a little bit more perspective on that video tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because we definitely do talk about him, like Zach said.
Do you guys see Penny being a camp cut? I don't honestly. Like I don't see that happening, but it absolutely could happen. Like maybe it does. I just don't see him being cut personally. If he is the Rashad Penny of last year, then no, he won't be cut.
Yeah, I agree. He won't be cut. I think he'll play a part on this team. I think he will get injured, but I don't think he will get cut.
Yeah. I think he's a great value in drafts at the moment. They're at the 9-2. But hey, shout out to the 59 people watching the stream, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. We've been going hard on our Dynasty channel, which a lot of you guys already know. We're now bringing back the redraft channel. We've been releasing videos for multiple weeks now, and now we will be doing multiple live streams on this channel as we kind of start to pump up the redrafts, in season formats, best ball. So do us a favor, drop a like if you have yet to do so. We have a like goal of 50 likes. If we hit that like goal, we will pop off a second mock draft for you guys. We'll probably do a super flex mock or something like that, and we'll keep the stream going. So if you want to see more stream, more content, hit the like button, and subscribe if you are not subscribed yet. As we see Rondale Moore, Jacoby Myers off the board. And I see MD went Tua here, which I'm not in love with going Tua in the 10th if we go quarterback in the 3rd. You know what I mean? I feel like if you get Hurts in the 3rd, you've already spent a premium pick on a quarterback. In a one quarterback league, are you going to just leave Tua on your bench? He's never going to be the one that you prefer to start over Hurts, right? And in one quarterback leagues, people typically don't give you a bunch of trade value for a quarterback. They'll just stream one off the waiver wire. And then when it is Jalen Hurts bye week, you can just, stream one off the waivers. So
pick one up.
Big fan of that pick. I think in the 10th round, let's look for upside. Let's look for, positions or sleepers that could, end up being starters. So, let's say, for example, just gonna throw out a random name, Rashee Rice, for example, or Jonathan Mingo, like Adam Thielen, someone had, these names where you draft them and then, okay, maybe they turn into being something, maybe they don't. But if they do, you can trade players that are more valuable up the board and rely on them, or you can use them as trade bait to upgrade certain positions. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of going double quarterback in a one quarterback format, personally.
I agree. Well, kind of like what Zach said, in one quarterback, we really love to stream quarterbacks. There's going to be plenty of quarterbacks on the waiver wire normally. Usually that people that do draft 2 quarterbacks, it's just taking up a roster spot. So definitely some opportunity there.
Okay, Attack of the Titans really killed me there because I was hoping Damien Harris would slide his way to me, and he did not. So that's definitely upsetting. But we're going to turn nothing into something here.
Something into nothing.
Give me Jarrett McKinnon here. Let's get a little Jarrett McKinnon. If he keeps that role that he had last year, that could be a great value at that point. Is Diggs going to Dallas, or is that cap? I mean, we haven't heard that he will go to Dallas.
It would be pretty wild if that relationship just is in turmoil and is worse than what we expect. I think he'll be fine. I don't think he will want to relocate and leave Josh Allen. They've been such a competitive team so long.
Yeah, I would be shocked. I will put that at less than 5% chance, less than 2% chance, honestly, that happens.
Yeah.
He'll be a Bill. Wild Lion says videos of Brees from OTAs have me excited. He's already cutting and looking explosive. I think he's a steal at his ADP. I hear you.
I mean, we were saying the same thing about Saquon 2 years ago. The same thing about the next person that tore his ACL. Around the same time. I guess Saquon specifically, he tore his ACL. He was running and cutting. He was at the mini camps. He was at OTAs. He was at voluntary camp, and we saw him running and getting excited. And then preseason hits, or a couple weeks before the season hits, we're gonna ramp him up.
Yeah.
We're not gonna give him all the workload. Does that happen with Brees? Maybe, maybe not. But I think you got to take that with very, very little. I guess.
Grain of salt.
With little value. Yeah, grain of salt there.
Devin Singletary is a great pick at the 11-10. I think he will be more involved than the average person, so I do really like that pick. Well done. So Deonta Foreman, Zay Jones. Zay Jones could be nice. I mean, wide receiver, 29 last year?
Zaza.
26 in PPR. Ridley is coming in, but, maybe he's still a, deep flex play. Maybe. Rashee Rice goes off the board, then Dalton Kincaid. Would half PPR change your ranking much on Bijan? Honestly, it'd probably just make me a little bit more confident. I think he's set to get like 220 carries this year. At least. It would just make me more confident. But I think he'll be involved on the ground as well. There goes Rashawn Johnson. We might take a shot on one Kendre Miller. Welcome to the squad, Kendre. We really just need one of these 3 running backs to be a startable asset because our wide receivers are going to absolutely carry us.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad, man. Got a couple people on the queue. Let's see who's going to fold to me here.
No, it says that's me at 10. Like my team overall. Would have liked it a lot more if I didn't get Brandon Cooks sniped. Yeah, Brandon Cooks is a great pick in drafts at the moment.
Yeah.
Any news on Zeke? Nope.
None whatsoever. He's still looking for a team.
Just posting workout videos.
He still got it.
Nah. No, I wouldn't consider him over JJ or Chase. No. More confidence in Rashawn or Bigsby? I would say Rashawn personally, but everyone has a different opinion on that.
Yeah, I would say I'm equally confident in both of them. I'm a player. I'm a person that does believe Bigsby is going to get a role, not the 50% workload that people are expecting. But I would say Roscoe is a better dynasty prospect, where I feel like Tank is a better redraft prospect, in my opinion. I could be wrong there, but I feel really confident in that one with Tank, because I think he is going to play a role, but not as big as everyone maybe is hoping or expecting.
Sure. Gallup off the board, then Bigsby goes. And Attack of the Titans is ready to draft someone that I want to fall to me. I can just feel it in my bones.
Feeling in his bones. Oh, football, man, can't come any sooner, which is wild. Anthony Richardson there, and
A-Rich off the board. Yeah, that feels a little bit better to take like a high upside quarterback, with one of your last picks if you're going to go 2 quarterbacks, but
DJ Chark,
So Shark off the board. There goes Lenny. I mean, hey.
Raheem the Dream.
Anything's
Tyler
possible,
Higbee,
right?
Tight end 6, I think.
Crazy.
That is wild. A classic. Marshall Warner. What do you think Shannon Sharp's gonna go?
I don't know. But
Last day, huh?
I really want him to go somewhere because he's great.
Yeah.
He's very knowledgeable. I love the way he presents himself and presents his cases.
I also wonder
go Jaylen Warren here.
Who is gonna take over for Skip, or if maybe it's not that type of show anymore,
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
There was some hard throwing velocity on Stafford's throws during red zone work. He fired one over the middle to Puka Nacua for a score. Nearly had another in and out of Higsby's hands, then rifled touchdowns to Higbee and Atwell on back-to-back possessions. The one to Atwell drew audible reactions, as in, that's audible. Yeah, first take would be interesting. I actually watched a video where Stephen A. addressed that. He said, I would absolutely love to have him on a couple days a week. I just can't make him a permanent host. And he said it in a really nice way, and he really likes Shannon Sharp. But I think Stephen A. just wants to have his entire crew that he currently has in rotation. But yeah, he would be awesome on first take.
He would be awesome. I would hate Nick Wright with Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, Nick Wright's got to stay right where he is.
He's annoying to me.
He's great where he is. You don't like Nick Wright?
I'm not saying I don't like him. I just think
you just said he's annoying.
I think it's the way he sounds.
Nick Wright's goated, man. I love Nick Wright.
I'm not disagreeing. I like what he says. I like how he presents. I think it's maybe his voice that annoys me a little bit. But doesn't mean he's bad at what he does.
You're look, I think he's good, but the thing that he was born with that he can't change, I hate that about him.
I just don't like his voice. Just some people don't like people's voices. Respect him for sure.
Yeah. No, I think Nick Wright is one of the most underrated people on TV at the moment. I don't think he and Skip make sense together because I just don't think that would be a good dynamic. And I think Nick is really great with where he is. We need 4 more likes to hit 50. So we'll give you guys a minute to help us reach that like goal. If not, we do have a lot of editing to do on the channel to get the week of content prepared. So do us a favor, help us get to 50. Otherwise, we'll just take a couple minutes to answer some questions. Acho will join Skip so you can continue to slander Herbert for no reason. Oh, man. Yeah, Acho is the one who had that huge, like...
Who's Acho again? I don't know.
Tua and Justin Herbert beef last year, where he kept saying that Tua was a superior quarterback to Justin Herbert.
The black dude. The black dude.
I feel like he was very aware of what he was doing, which was kind of, I'm not going to say like clout chasing, but like, let me be controversial online, and whether I'm right or wrong, I'll gain interaction. That's what it feels like to me. Like, I think he was very intentional in that. Emmanuel Acho. But just my opinion.
I know who you're talking about. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that take.
Oh, I guess he was screaming it all year. Literally, it's like that's what he was known for.
That Tua was gonna be better. Is a better quarterback than Justin Herbert overall, or like he was just gonna have a better season.
Just that he's a better quarterback overall.
Okay.
But yeah. Anyway, guys, it looks like we did not reach our like goal, currently at 46. But just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's joined us. Do not worry, we will be back in 2 days from now. So not tomorrow night, but the night after, we will be streaming at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to continually ramp up live streams and content on the channel. So do not fear if you didn't get in. There will be so much opportunity for you to get into mock drafts, to practice, and to join us. Go check out the videos we have on the channel. Bunch of videos that we've posted in the last 3 weeks. So if you want something to watch, there will be something to watch over there. But just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who did drop a like and tried to help us reach that like goal. Didn't hit it, but definitely appreciate you guys. Hope you have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you guys very soon.
All love, y'all.